Can you all hear me? So, for those who don't know us, and we just met everyone in line a few moments ago.
We lost it.
First thing you're supposed to do is check that it's working. So, who's the mic?
Oh,
Who's the mic person here?
close. Just get close. There.
Okay. So, for those of us who don't know us,
You. Okay, whatever. Okay, good.
despite our introduction and the fact that we met you all in line, wow, what a feedback. We are David and Karen Greenberg, and we're the proud parents of the intelligent, kind, and beautiful Hannah Greenberg. Stout. We want to express our deep love and admiration of our daughter Hannah. Before Hannah was born, and I was wondering, or worrying might be more the case, about Hannah's future and how things would go, my wife Karen told me that our baby would be perfect as long as my problems weren't genetic. And how right your mom was, Hannah. You are just perfect. My cousin Robert often reminds me that speeches have to be more than one sentence. My friend Bob tells me to keep it under 2 minutes. That's the wheelhouse sweet spot. What a feedback. Okay. And Hannah told me not to drink until we were finished the speech. So my motives are a little mixed as I go forward. But you'll be happy to know that we're probably halfway through my part of the speech. Where am I, baby? You can join in. So, it's our great pleasure to welcome you all here today and to celebrate this very special day in the life of Hannah and Braden. I'd like to thank my wife, Karen, for being my rock, the love of my life, and the mother of our beautiful daughter. To the parents of the groom, where are they?
Over there.
Okay, good. Heather Ann and Kenny, we would like to say how pleased we are to have you here today. We have come together here and are joined by the love of our children. We look forward to sharing many more happy occasions with you, Heather Ann, Kenny, and Karen. Okay. Thank you to all our family and friends who have traveled from near and far. We are so thankful and so appreciative that you have taken the time and effort to be here today. So a very heartfelt thanks to you all. Clap yourself. Okay, where am I? Finally, we'd like to thank all those. I have the paragraphs all mixed up here, so. Finally, we'd like to thank all those who have contributed to making this day so special, from the beautiful bridesmaids and handsome groomsmen to the musicians, which we're going to start to have, the wedding planner somewhere in the room, the cooks and all that kind of stuff. We'd also like to take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us, but whose presence is in our hearts. We miss them all so much. That's me.
That's you.
That's me. Okay.
Okay, I guess I have to have my glasses. Hannah, when you came into this world, it was pure magic. There could not have been two happier people on the planet than your dad and me when we finally learned I was pregnant with you. It was a 6-year struggle that was well worth the wait. Hannah, you are truly one in a million. When Hannah was young, and even as she got older for that matter, she always wanted to sit beside me at the dinner table wherever we went. She was insistent about it, to the point that I was a little worried that she would never leave my side. She was a real mummy's girl. Braden, I think you probably still think she is. Well, our little Hannah is all grown up, and I look down the table and I see that she's now sitting beside you, Braden. Braden, we know that our daughter is in the perfect place to start the next phase of her life. Hannah, over the years, you've provided us with so much love and joy that we can't even describe. You are kind, intelligent, and loving, and we have watched with such pride as you've grown into the amazing young woman you are today. Although Braden and Hannah were not dating at the time, David remembers an early conversation he had with Braden at a party Hannah was hosting for her high school friends. After a few drinks, and possibly underage at the time, Braden spoke of his desire to move forward and make lots of money. David saw in him, way back then, an ambitious, hardworking guy. Definitely marriage material. Braden, you moved into our home during COVID, and for over 2 years, we've witnessed firsthand how you and Hannah negotiated life, dealt with conflict, and learned to take on everything as a team. Braden, you are loving, hardworking, and patient. And, as we have learned, Braden, you can do anything. Braden will do it. Yeah. We want to thank you for the love and joy that you have brought into Hannah's life. You have captured her heart, and we could not be happier to officially welcome you into our family. Do you want to do any of that? Okay. When you choose your partner, you choose a lot of things. You choose a parenting partner, a traveling partner, an eating companion, your retirement friend, and someone whose day you will hear about at least 20,000 times. Braden, we know you will be gentle on Hannah's soul, and Hannah, love Braden fiercely and be forgiving. Keep making each other smile even after a bad day. Communicate, 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 even when it is uneasy or uncomfortable. Get it all out. Keep building a home that is your castle. A good marriage is not one thing, it's a zillion little things. We want you to know that you have our unconditional love and support, and our door is always open to you both.
So, let's raise our glasses to the newlyweds. May your love for each other continue to grow and thrive with each passing day. God, I gotta have a little trouble with this. Yeah?
Just stay back.
Well, anyhow, congratulations. Congratulations on your wedding and love, your commitment. May the future bring you health, happiness, and lots of laughter. L'chaim. To life.
Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Braden's younger brother, Curtis. I'm extremely honored to be here to celebrate the love between Hannah, our beautiful bride, and Braden, our amazing groom. I'm excited to be here because it finally means that Braden has admitted that I am the best man over him. Being the younger brother to Braden meant a few things growing up. Some might call it brotherly love. Others might call it an unfair UFC fight. Although Braden and I fought as kids, he has always been someone I can look to for answers. Whether it be learning how to ride a bike, learning how to ride a dirt bike, or even skiing, he's always been someone who's able to show me the ropes. However, he has this way of pushing whatever he's doing to the maximum and making it happen. Because of his natural talent and balance, it wasn't long before he was doing huge jumps on dirt bikes and backflips on skis. Of course, I tried to follow in his example. This has led me to many, many broken bones over the years. But through this, Braden has always been able to show me what seems impossible can become a reality. He has always been someone I can look to for answers, whether it was school, work, relationships, big problems or small. Braden has always been able to help me find my way as a brother, not only as a brother, but as a mentor. When I first met Hannah, Braden and her were friends, but not a couple yet. At this point, she was around for the good times shared in their friend group. She seemed much more reserved, though, and not much for the reckless lifestyle that Braden led. As time went on, Braden and Hannah became a couple. As they dated, Hannah began to become more like Braden. Whether it was going to Cuba for the first time or jumping on the motorcycle with him, she was willing to take more risks, knowing that Braden would be there to catch her if she fell. Hannah's a calm and caring person, and she always looks for the best in people. Braden is kind, understanding, and just a little bit wild. Hannah and Braden have found this love today because their personalities complement each other so well. They are grounded while still taking risks and having tons of fun together. I would like to raise a glass to the bride and groom for always bringing out the best in each other and officially welcome Hannah into the Stout family. Cheers. Braden and I shared some great times growing up, playing road hockey with our neighborhood friends, going dirt biking, or even turning the basement into a war zone with our Nerf guns. But even since then, Braden has had this curiosity about him. Braden is always interested in how something does what it does, always trying to understand how something works as opposed to focusing on what something does. This led him to building many things, such as BMX jumps, skiing rails, or even an entire dirt bike track. He has always been an engineer at heart, but his recent work is something I find truly wonderful. Braden, you have built an amazing and perfect relationship with Hannah, the love of your life. So now I would like everyone to raise a glass and toast to my mentor, my brother, one of my best friends, and the relationship that he's built with Hannah. Cheers.
I'm gonna try and keep it together for this, so. I want to start off by saying it's so wonderful to see so many people here today to celebrate the union of my oldest brother, Braden, and his life partner, Hannah. It is of no surprise to me that they have touched the lives of so many people, many of which have chosen to be here today on this most important day of Braden and Hannah's lives up until this point. As much as I would love to welcome Hannah into the Stout family today, that already happened a very long time ago. Every member of my family took to Hannah's charm immediately. And can you blame us? She is one of the most beautiful women I have ever met, inside and out. And I know Braden felt that the moment he met her, even if at 19 years old, he wasn't properly able to articulate it. The first time I met Hannah, she had appeared in the back of my father's truck the night we were going on a family trip to Wonderland. As she sat in the seat in the back of the truck between myself and Braden, I listened to the two of them talk and joke and sit in comfortable silence. Despite Braden's best efforts to preserve his suave older brother facade, I knew something was different. I realized this girl truly meant something to my brother. At some point during the hours of my eavesdropping on the two, desperate to figure out who the heck this girl was and why she was here, I had fallen asleep without coming to a conclusion. When I awoke, as we reached a gas station somewhere along the way, I found Hannah, donned in my brother's St. Lawrence hoodie, being chivalrously helped out of the back seat by the owner of that hoodie. I was in shock. Firstly, because I was astonished that my dad hadn't started teasing my brother about this kind gesture. And secondly, because the way my brother looked at her was unlike any expression I had ever seen on him. Sorry. Surprisingly enough, that was the moment I started brainstorming this very speech in my head. I can't even read right now. In my opinion, nothing compares to every little, seemingly unimportant moment between this couple that I have been there for. The moments that reflect the true care and authentic admiration between these two. Braden, I know I don't express it often, but you mean the world to me. I'm so proud to call you my brother. That is really embarrassing. I'm laughing. I'm so proud to call you my brother to every new person I meet. I always introduce you as my handsome older brother who annoyingly excels at pretty much everything he tries and pushes himself to be successful in all that doesn't come naturally to him. You are hardworking and focused, but most of all, you are brave. I'm laughing, I swear. Thank you. You have been so strong throughout so much in our lives. And if I had one regret, it is that I wish I had told you more often how much you meant to me growing up. Of course, that is easier said than done as a stubborn little sister. But now that I'm 20 years old and still your stubborn little sister, I will finally tell you that I love you unconditionally and feel so lucky to have you as my brother, and nothing will ever change that. You inspire me to work harder, be the best version of myself, and to one day find someone that makes me feel how Hannah makes you feel. I honestly believe that with Hannah at your side, the two of you will never feel loneliness for the rest of your life. And you are both so incredibly deserving of that. Hannah, from the first time I saw the two of you together, I knew that there was something incredibly special happening. I am so honored to have gotten to see you become my brother's person. You have made my brother the happiest version of himself, and I am so thankful to you for that. I have no doubt you will fill every stage of his life with joy that many will only ever dream of. I cherish every moment I spend with the two of you. Not only are you such extraordinary individuals, but together you are a couple who adds joy into everyone's lives just by existing and loving each other. Hannah, I already know that you love my brother and our family forever. So instead, I will ask you to always love and care for the most important person in my brother's life, yourself, my sister, Braden's wife. Thank you for loving my brother all these years and all the years to come.
Okay, can you all hear me? Good. Wow. Okay. Well, you all look ravishing tonight. Wow. Even you, Braden. Well done. Pulled it together. All right. So my name is Brett, and as the lucky cousin who got pulled up from the second string just a week ago to make this speech, please bear with me. So when I was writing the speech, I considered telling one incredible story that would perfectly illustrate the beauty of Hannah and Braden's relationship. But as I thought about it some more, I realized that the foundation of a healthy marriage is going to be built more on the small moments rather than on the rare grand adventures. So today I want to talk a little bit more about how I see you both in the moments that pass by without much thought, because through many of those moments, I've watched you build the most beautiful foundation for your future together as husband and wife. So, as cousin, you can't hear me. Feels quite close. Okay, this is better. Okay. So, as cousins who grew up just 15 minutes apart from one another, it's safe to say we've spent some time together over the years. Playgroup, pool parties, summer camp, Sunday breakfast, and weeks at the cottage are just some of the excuses that our families found to spend time together over the years. Not to mention that we also went to the same schools and worked at 3 of the same jobs. Have you had enough of me yet? Probably. So I've learned a few things about Hannah from seeing her in these various facets of life. Hannah, you're reliable, hilarious, resilient, smart, caring, and will always fearlessly look out for those that you love. Even if that just looks like Braden, paralyzed in a Tim Hortons, unsure how to ask for his chili to go once it's already been handed it to him in a ceramic bowl. Han, and you coming to his aid. Can we just get that to go, please? But really, when I think of you using this magical ability that you seem to have, whereby you can strike up a conversation with anyone about anything and leave them utterly charmed by your presence. It doesn't matter if it's a deep discussion or a lighthearted chat, but your genuine interest in others and your innate ability to connect makes you such a delight to be around. You have this way of making everyone around you feel seen, heard, and valued, and your kindness and thoughtfulness know no bounds. So, if we could all please raise our glasses and put them back down, because I'm not done yet. So much power up here, I love it. I was just kidding, though. I still have to talk about this dapper-looking guy, Uncle David. I'm just kidding. Braden, man, am I thankful that you're finally an official member of our family. Yeah, let's give it up for Braden. So, for those of you that don't know, Braden loves an activity. So, from silly competitions, from coming up with games with rules that even Einstein couldn't decipher, you are always bringing the fun when the adults are adulting. So, thank you for that. Beyond all the fun and games, though, you have countless qualities that make you the perfect match for Hannah. So you're a constant learner, you somehow approach life with confidence and humility, and your easygoing nature brings calmness to any situation. But most of all, you make Hannah incredibly happy, and for that, we're eternally grateful. The love that you two share is one that has blossomed from years of friendship. It's a force that brings comfort and stability, and it's clear that you're always looking out for one another and lifting each other up and putting each other's needs first. In the way that you two look at each other with admiration and a sense of belonging, it's clear that you're home to one another. You complement each other in the most beautiful ways, lifting each other up and inspiring one another to be the best versions of yourselves. So, if we could all please raise our glasses once again, but this time, don't put them down just yet. Let's toast to Hannah and Braden, a dynamic duo who bring love, laughter, and joy wherever they go. May your lives be filled with endless adventures and a love that grows with each passing day. Cheers to the happy couple. Cheers. Love you guys. And I've been told that Braden is up next with an interpretive dance that showcases his love for Hannah. Yeah? Remember? I think I saw you rehearsing earlier.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! I don't have an interpretive dance, but I'll try my best. Where do we start here? So if you don't know me, I apologize in advance. My name's Kyle. I've been great friends with Braden since high school. Where do we start? I have lots of good memories with Braden. Some of our best memories are when I worked at the tree farm with him. Give me a second here. I'm getting emotional. I gotta restart. Relax. So Braden. Braden is handsome. He's funny, intelligent. Sorry, he's got really terrible handwriting. I'll be right back. I just gotta ask him what this says. What does that say right there?
What?
What's that say?
Oh, wow.
What does it say?
Well hung.
Well hung. All right. Well, that's bold. That's bold. It's not ironic his nickname was Little Willie in college, but okay. As I was saying before, though, some of my best memories with Braden is when I worked for his dad, Kenny, at the tree farm. I actually lived on his floor that entire summer. It was great. Sometimes the bed if it was a warm or a cold night, but for the most part on the floor. And the best part about working for Kenny was actually in the mornings when you'd go to a job site, you ask him for the address, and instead of a formal address that most people would give, he'd give you a riddle of, street directions, mailbox colors, landmarks that me and Braden would decipher for the first 20 minutes of our day, probably hungover. But other than that, yeah, me and Braden had lots of fun times at the farm. I'm not going to get into the times he had in Kingston because it's probably inappropriate. But that all changed when Braden met Hannah. Hannah is an incredible woman. She is also incredibly patient. I was basically Hannah's child for the first 3 years of their relationship. Actually, the first time I met Hannah was grade 9 dance class. Fun fact, me and Hannah performed a tap dance together in front of a whole cafeteria full of people. It's come later, don't worry, there's a dance floor. Hannah, other than Hannah being a great tap dancer, she's an amazing person, very compassionate. She's always been someone that I can reach out to, and she's always been there for me. She deserves nothing but a perfect husband, and she's going to make a great wife, but Braden will do. So everyone just raised their glasses. I wish nothing but love and success to these couple. I love you guys. Cheers.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Heather Ann, and I am the proud mother of Braden and new proud mom-in-law of Hannah. It is so wonderful to look out and see so many people here to celebrate this special day. Hannah and Braden are lucky to have so many fun and supportive friends, as well as family and the extended family who have traveled far and wide to be here and support them. I would also like to acknowledge two very special people who are not with us today. They are the patriarchs of the Stout and Curtis families. Ken's dad, Wim, and my dad, Roger, would have been so proud today. Opa would have waltzed around the dance floor with Oma, and Grandpa would have been capturing beautiful photos of this event. I know they're here in spirit, and I know that although they never knew Hannah, they both would have a special place in their hearts for her. When you realize your son has fallen in love with an incredible girl, you feel blessed. But then to find out that her parents accept him and love him as well, it's such a wonderful comfort for a mother. Karen and David, where are you? There. Karen and David, you've already, throughout the course of COVID and beyond, welcomed Braden into your home and your lives, and I'm so thankful for that. You've been instrumental in all parts of this beautiful day, and you've enabled Hannah and Braden to have the wedding of their dreams. They couldn't have done it without you, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Braden, you are the first child of myself and Kenny, and we have both loved you so much since the day you were born. You had our undivided attention for 2 years, until Curtis and Tally came along and you had to share the spotlight. In those 2 years, you learned to walk and talk and began to try to figure out the world, as we tried to figure out being first-time parents, with all the excitement and uncertainty that that brings. From a young age, you were a bit of a daredevil, which by itself is one thing, but the side of you that led you to engineering also led you to a lot of what-ifs and a lot of lessons. What if I pile up every random piece of wood from the backyard onto the road, and I ride my bike across the beam, up the ramp, and off the edge? You found out that gravity is real and helmets exist for a reason. What if I climb out the window and onto the roof of my house in the middle of suburban Bridlewood? You found out that the neighbors will call your mom, who thinks you're playing safely in the basement, and rat you out. What if I use the farm tractor to make a huge snow jump? Then I attach a water ski rope to the back of the skidoo, and then I have someone drive the skidoo, pulling you on skis at full speed towards the jump. You found out that, and you were lucky, you could do a backflip on skis. But my favorite what if goes like this. What if I find a girl who's perfect for me? You'll learn to hang on to her tight. I think this what if mentality has led you to your chosen career, and I'm so proud of your hard work and determination. I believe that you are the reflection of the very best traits of both of your parents. You are thoughtful and kind, you are reflective and considerate, a hard worker, and driven to achieve your goals, without forgetting to have fun along the way. I would like to share a relevant conversation that Braden and I had many years ago. From a very young age, and even still today, Braden was an intense thinker who would often zone out for periods of time as he pondered the great mysteries of his world. These quiet times often happened while we were driving, and usually ended with some kind of important question. I would look into the rearview mirror, see his inquisitive eyes, and have to answer questions such as, can boys wear ponytails? How are babies made? Mom, what exactly is a soul? And of course, who am I going to marry? I remember that particular conversation about getting married happened when Braden was about 3 or 4 years old. He was sitting in his car seat, feet dangling and bouncing on the seat below, when he stated, Mom, I think I'll marry you when I grow older. I gently explained to him how honored I was that he would want to marry me, but I had to tell him that that wasn't possible, and that kids can't marry their moms. They needed to make sure they married someone that they loved to be with and spend time with. So you thought about that. After a moment of quiet, a new question came from the back, this time asking about his favorite cousin that he spent so much time with as a youngster. Mom, can I marry Marika then? I explained again that this wasn't possible because the person that you marry has to be someone you love, but also has to be someone who isn't in your family. And that was the last time Braden and I had a conversation about marriage, until 22 years later, when he told me that he was going to Lake Placid, to the top of a mountain, with a ring, to ask Hannah to marry him. Boy, did he ever get it right. He took notes from his 3-year-old self and applied it to finding the person that he most loved to be with. This is longer than I expected it to be, but thanks for bearing with me. The Curtis side of Braden's family is small, with myself, my children, and their significant others making up 6 out of our 10-person family gatherings. In addition to Braden's Nana, Jean, who is the amazing flower girl today at 84 years of age. His Auntie Liz, Uncle Matt, and his cousin Abby round out our group. We're small, but close. We support each other and get along well, and all of us know a gem when we see it. When we first met Hannah, she fit in right away. She was so kind, so easy to be around, and so genuinely interested in all of us. She loved to laugh and could hold her own during our lively dinner conversations. And she was always a little apologetic about what she perceived as her faults, such as the foods she would and would not eat, and the particular ways she liked to do certain things. But those little endearing details are the things we quickly fell in love with about Hannah. She made us all comfortable to be ourselves around her, and little did she know that letting us see that side of her made us love her even more. I could see right away that Braden was very taken with Hannah, and she with him. The time that I really became aware of the depth of Braden's caring was when he brought her to the Perth cottage that we rented every year. Braden came up with Hannah, and they brought up Karen and David's boat. We had a lovely afternoon doing some boating on the lake. And after Hannah had finished her turn water skiing, or wakeboarding, I think, she discovered upon returning in the boat that she'd lost a piece of jewelry of great sentimental value. She was understandably upset, but was trying to put on a brave face. Braden realized that Hannah was distressed and quietly dropped everyone off at the cottage so that he and Hannah could go off on the boat together. I was touched to see that he wanted to make sure she was okay, and he knew that she needed some time alone with him. I knew then that Hannah was so special to him and that he wanted to support and comfort her and be the friend she needed him to be. Hannah is a strong-willed woman who knows what she wants. I admire this in her. She's also very patient, but also knows when something is worth waiting for. It became clear while Braden was going through college at St. Lawrence that he and Hannah were becoming very close, spending a lot of time together. Just as Hannah thought Braden would be coming home from Kingston at the end of his 3 years at St. Lawrence College, he announced to all of us that he was planning on applying to Queen's to pursue an engineering degree. Of course, we were all very proud for him to take this step and continue his studies. However, this would mean more years of distance and patience from Hannah. I don't believe she ever wavered in her desire to be with him and valued the importance of supporting him in achieving his goals. The two of them made it work and persevered through what must have been a difficult time apart to get where they are today. As I mentioned, Hannah knew when something was worth the wait. Thanks for waiting, Hannah. I'm so glad you did. And Hannah, I'm here representing the Curtis family, and it's my role to officially welcome you. But in truth, you've been a part of our family for many years already. You have such a strong and loving family behind you already, but know that we also have your back, and you can count on us as well. I can't thank you enough for the many ways you've included me and made me feel important on the journey to this day. I've loved being a part of your engagement party, your shower, and most especially the times when you were looking for your wedding dress. I feel so honored to have been there with you and your mom. From the first day you went looking at wedding dresses to the tearful day when the beautiful creation that we see today came together. That dress is a perfect reflection of the inner beauty that you possess. I'm so happy for both of you today. It's truly a blessing that you have found each other, that you bring out the best in each other, that you are truly happy, which is one of the greatest gifts in life. If you could all join me now and raise a glass, and I forgot my glass. And you're going to, Hannah, you and I both have said the same thing today. It's on the end of my list, but it was part of your vows. So Braden and Hannah, may you continue to stand by each other on the good days and stand even closer on the difficult ones. Congratulations. Cheers. Thank you.
That's Kenny. That's all right. Okay. I didn't have a speech prepared at the rehearsal, but I did one here. Hannah said I have to keep it under an hour. So there's a lot of papers here. So 1 hour is okay, Hannah? Right? Give or take. So yeah, my name is Kenny, and I am the father of the groom. And I guess I definitely want to first start by thanking everybody again for coming here. It's amazing. All our friends, relatives, some have come far from the States, Virginia, Tennessee, Florida, all over. As far as like Richmond, Manotick, Stittsville, like it's great. It's really glad you made that. Holland? What? Somebody's here from Holland? No way. Holland? You mean like the Netherlands? Wow. Very true. That's right. It's Paul and Stephen. Came all the way on the airplane. Cousins of Braden. He pushed them to get your buns over here, and they're here. So thanks for everybody coming. I think one of the most important person being here is one of the oldest in this room, and it is my mother. It is Braden's grandmother. We call her Oma, and she's sitting over there. I'd love her to stand up and introduce herself. Alita Stout. Woo. My mother is going to turn 95 next month, so we're really proud to have her here. She's staying at the Carlton Lodge now and really fit in well. They're taking really good care of her, and I have to admit, it's not often that, we have family members, but Hannah and Braden have went out various times to see Oma, and I really appreciate it. That really means so much to me, to take the time to see Oma. It really hits me. So this is a very special day, as everybody knows. You guys have all said all the blah, 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 like I'll just take 2 or 3 pages out, especially Tally, like you just buried me, thank you. I guess I'll just say I'm really happy, a special day, because in about 9 or 10 months, I am going to be a grandfather. Okay, no pressure. I know I pressured you enough into getting married and all that stuff. I won't pressure you. Maybe in a month I'll bug you. Okay, where do I start? I do have to repeat it again. Everybody said it. Karen and Dave, you have been amazing. You're the most amazing couple. Having my kid move in to your place, take him under your wings. It's very special. You treat him, again, like your own son. Hannah, your daughter, you've treated Braden, and it's amazing. I want to thank you again and again. Okay, no more thank yous. Forget it. Okay, what do I got? 55 minutes left? Okay, keep going. Let's talk about Braden. All right. Okay, Braden. Hospital. He's born. Wow. That was amazing. The nurse said, "Wow, what a beautiful, good-looking baby." And okay, I won't say why, but I think we know where he gets all his good looks from. I don't want to brag or anything, It's obviously his mother. Yes. It couldn't be me. There's no way. Anyway, this monkey grew up quickly into a teenager. Lots of friends, Lots of parties. Hey, Rob, Kyle. Oh my gosh. He sometimes had a few friends over at the farm, and sometimes he had a lot of friends. We won't get into that, I guess. Braden's the kind of kid who loves, again, outdoor sports, everything you can think of. He just does it well. Like now, the biggest sport in winter, again, like everybody said, skiing. In the summer, it's golfing. And now sometimes he'll even want to mix the both of them up. How do you do that? Well, I'll tell you quickly. We have our outdoor pool in the winter. He decides to clean it off and go skating and play hockey on the pool. It's a thing you do. But what else do you do at the pool? Let's have some fun and let's go swimming in the winter. Let's break the ice, make a hole over here and a hole over here, and let's jump in and go swimming. Is that real smart? No, it's not. So don't tell your kids to do that, please. But that was Braden. Everybody else said everything about all the crazy things Braden did, but I think that topped it all off. Having all those people over, oh boy. Do we need to talk about the outdoor party, his 16th birthday? Oh my. Braden said he would have 50 people. And I said that is the limit, no more than 50. And those 50 people told 10 people. So do the math. It was crazy. I think Karen and Dave came out at that point and saw it and said, what are we getting us into here? Yeah, we had the police out, we had the fire department, we had a lot. Yeah, 500-600 anyway. We got through it, we'll never forget. Anyway, no, deep down, Braden, again, I'm very proud of you, all your achievements. Again, I know I said it at the rehearsal party, but he was in high school at South Carleton, just basic grades, smoothing through, just cruising along, 55, 60%. I guess I'm not going to go to university. I'll maybe get into college. So he did, St. Lawrence College, and got his diploma, all proud, and we were all very proud of him. And for some reason, ting-ting hit, and he put his name in with Queen's University. I'm like, Queen's, are you crazy? And no, he went for it and put another 3 years in and got his degree in engineering. Totally blew me away. Yeah. Definitely didn't follow his father's footsteps in that department. Where am I? Oh, what do I got, 50 minutes left or 45? Hurry up. He's always there to help me on the farm. I mentioned the other day, he's busy at work, and I'm still on the phone with him. And yeah, Dad, I'll be there around 4:35. When I get off from work, he comes and helps me on the farm, puts plastic down, always supporting me. And I need somebody like him who makes that straight rows, and his engineering has just done it perfect. And I thank you. Move on, enough Braden. Let's get over to the other side here. That wonderful, pretty woman. Now, isn't that a pretty woman? Did you see that dress? She is beautiful. She's definitely made Braden amazingly happy, over the years. I know at the beginning, I won't make it too sappy. Okay. She says, Yeah, it was first few years. Yeah, it was a little touch and go, but then after they grew together, and they did. They grew. They grew day after day, month after month, year after year. Their love grew stronger and stronger and stronger. So special. I see that very clearly in Braden. He tells me that. He says he's so happy with Braden. He really wants her to be his wife. He tells me Hannah is amazing, so sincere, honest. She's so caring. She takes so good care of me. He tells me this. She says she wants to have lots of kids. She says she just wants to stay home and raise them and make me supper every time when I get home from work. Okay, no, he didn't say that one. That last one, no, he could cook a little bit and he can clean. Not like his father. Anyway, what else am I going to say? Seriously. Moving on. I think it was one of the biggest things I say, and I said it the other night. I'm going to say it again. I believe Karen and Dave and Heather Ann will all agree. I think everybody in this room is a parent. They want their kids to be happy, happy, happy. And I'll repeat it again. And this is what I see in these two. Braden is so happy with Hannah, and Hannah is so happy with Braden. It's just amazing. So I can start to raise my glass. Whoa. Maybe I can give a little bit of advice. You'll have your good days and your bad days, but I think definitely in life it's important to take time for each other. That's really important. And if at all possible, at least say I love you once a day to each other. That's so important in a relationship. That's the advice I can give. And I want to welcome Hannah, amazing woman, into our family, the Stout family. We're so happy to have you a part of us. So let's put our glasses up and give a big cheer for this wonderful couple. Cheers.
Hi, everybody. My husband, and I want to thank everyone for being here. If you're in this room with us today, know how much you mean to us. Everyone here has played a role in shaping us into the people that we are today, and we want to personally thank each and every one of you for your part in this love story. Without you all, we wouldn't be standing here today. We love you, and we're so grateful to have such amazing people in our lives.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can't believe this many people showed up just for us. It's not often you get to be in a room with all your favorite people. It's amazing. I wish we could do this every weekend. Again, many of you have traveled a long way. It truly means so much to us. For those that don't know already, we have people here that traveled from Toronto, Florida, Hawaii, Tennessee, Virginia, New York, and even the Netherlands. Having you here today means the world of us. We'd like to take this time to thank a few people.
Mom and Dad, there really aren't enough words to thank you both for everything that you've done for me and now for us. Without you two, I wouldn't be the woman that I am today, and you've given me unconditional love and support my entire life, and you've always taught me to do the best that I can do every day. You are always right there any second that I need you, which is many times a day. And you've shown me firsthand what a happy and healthy marriage looks like. Without you guys, this magical day wouldn't exist. And we're so grateful for all the memories from this day that you've given us to look back on. I love you guys.
David and Karen. Thank you guys for everything. Not just helping so much with tonight, but the past few years supporting us and treating me like one of your own children. From the moment I met you, you welcomed me with open arms. You gave me guidance and helped me with some major life decisions. I see so much of Hannah in both of you, and I couldn't ask for a better father and mother-in-law. Now, Mom and Dad, thank you so much for everything. I look up to you, and I want to make you proud. Dad, your strong work ethic has shaped me into the person I am today, always striving to be better and do more. Mom, your warmth, care, and level-headedness has taught me the value of empathy and kindness. You urged me to do well in school and get a good education. You both have supported me so much and taught me to be a good person. It truly feels like both of you are always there for me, Curtis and Tally. Thank you for everything you do and continue to do.
To my new in-laws, although you felt like family to me for a long time now, it's finally official. Kenny and Heather Ann, you have raised the man of my dreams, and I'll be forever grateful. I met Kenny many times in high school and quickly learned exactly where Braden got his drop anything to help someone mindset, his amazing work ethic, and of course his wild and goofy side. But I could never quite figure out exactly where that level-headedness, calm demeanor, and sensitive side came from. And then I met you, Heather Ann. I see so much of you both in Braden, and thank you for making him the man that he is today.
All right. To our amazing wedding parties. You guys are standing up here with us for a reason. Curtis, thank you for being an amazing brother. Always there for me and ready to do all the crazy things I wanted to do growing up, or trying. You're always so supportive, and I know I can always count on you. I was so lucky to have grown up my whole life with a best friend. Rob, Aaron, and Kyle, I have countless stories with you guys. Most are probably best not shared with everyone today. We grew up together, and we did everything together. I'll never forget the late nights at the farm, in Kingston, at the Crazy Horse, or wherever else we ended up. You guys each have such a fun and crazy personality. Thanks for making everything we did more fun, and thanks for being there for me when I needed you. Even if it was just needing someone to golf with, Rob. Or fix that weird noise my car was making, Kyle. Or helping me pass calculus, Aaron. Thank you guys for everything.
Lisa, I can't imagine a better maid of honor. You've gone above and beyond to make sure that every detail has been over the top, including flying to Florida a day early just to make sure everything was set up perfectly for my bachelorette. Nicole, you were always the first person I texted for any minor inconvenience throughout all the planning. And although I knew you wouldn't be the don't worry, it'll all work out type, I knew you would always be on my side and somehow have me laughing it off. Emma, you've had my back from the day I met you, and your weekly FaceTimes to make sure I stayed on top of things is somehow how I managed to get everything done. I'm so lucky to have a friend like you. Tally, my sister-in-law, you've welcomed me into your family with open arms, and it's been an honor to have you standing by my side today. Thank you all for the time and effort that you've put in to make this day so special for us.
To our incredible vendors, you're so talented at what you do. Bethany and Luke, you've been so fun to spend the day with, and you captured this day perfectly. To our band, Groovy Little Orchestra, thanks for keeping this party going. Will. Dwight, from our ceremony to the reception, you're a man of many talents.
And we would love to talk about how hard we worked these last 9 months planning this beautiful day, but it was mostly our incredible planner, Sharon, and her wonderful team. Everything is so beautiful, and this day has gone so smoothly because of you. You've created the wedding of our dreams, so thank you.
To all of our other friends and family, again, this day wouldn't be complete without all of you here. You all played a part in our lives in one way or another. Thank you guys so much for coming. Lastly, for me, I'd like to thank you, Hannah. I really appreciate everything you did to make this day come together. They say there's only one way to avoid being stressed while wedding planning. That is to be the groom. You're amazing. Thank you. Let's get this party started.